Matt's uncle just got picked up from emergency room. Found.
It's working.
I haven't been notified yet. Nope, it's working now.
It is now?
Yep. Hey, John.
It's not showing me the chat again. What's wrong with this app?
John says to avoid all the raindrops.
Yep, I run around them. Can you put in a chat?
What?
Make a chat in the chat. How did I fix it last time?
Hey, Matt.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Matt's at studios.
Okay, that should be it. Alright, you want to start walking? Or do you think it's going to rain on us?
No, I'm not sitting in the car.
We're not sitting in the car all night. Of course not. Alright, so let's go. I want to take you guys on our walk with us tonight. We're going to talk about stuff. Oh, sorry. So, my sunglasses in there. Can I grab this? A second.
Skyliner. We're gonna be winging it tonight. Well, I don't know if he's heard me. I said hi. Hey, Craig. Welcome in. We've been getting some massive thunderstorms. We now have a leak in our garage. We just discovered. So we're gonna wing it tonight.
We're gonna wing it because the clouds look a little menacing.
Yeah.
We could be soaked, we could be winded around, blown around like tree brush. Yeah, make sure you bring a poncho, Laura. Up there, guys. Isn't this great? Oh, sorry. So I got some new cords that are very stiff, and whenever you touch them, they yank the whole setup on the gimbal. So I apologize in advance. You have to let them get a little bit less stiff. Yeah. This is one of our walks that we do. We come over, except we usually park on the other side, way down the end of the parking lot over there, but they're forcing us on this side this time. So it's going to be a shorter walk. But it's still a very nice walk. As you guys can see, we are over Hollywood Studios parking lot. And we drive into this great little view. You get to see the Chinese Theater and Tower of Terror and the Skyliner. And we walk from here over to Epcot. Sometimes we'll do, most of the times we'll do 2 laps around Epcot. But I'm not sure if we're going to go into Epcot tonight. We just walk around down the boardwalk and back. But we wanted to just, instead of just sitting home on our computer talking, I thought I'd bring you guys along. Amy is? Oh, come in, Amy. I can't see the screen for beans. I can't see it for anything. Can't see the screen at all. So you're going to have to monitor the chats. Until at least we're going sideways from the sun, that I might be able to see the screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought we'd bring her around outside, talk a little walk and talk.
Trying to get our steps in, so.
And try to get some more steps in, yeah.
And with the weather, it's all up in the air.
That's the thing. It's like every night now it's storming.
Has to deal with.
Between like, seems to start around what, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then it just, we got massive thunderstorms till around 6 or 7. I said hi to John. He was the first one in, right?
Yeah.
As you guys can see, some nasty stuff. It's already rained. We already have some nasty clouds coming back all over here. You see them? There's a big fluffy one there. So we still might end up getting soaked. Everyone having a great week. Happy Wednesday. We're at the Disney Nerd Herders. If you don't mind, please hit that like button on the way in or on the way out. Either way. Cherie's here.
Yeah.
Hi to Cherie. How you doing, Cherie? It's such a beautiful area that, you know, we can come down, and even when we're doing stuff that like walking and trying to stay in shape and whatnot, there's so many awesome places to walk down here. So you always have stuff to look at. It's never a boring walk. Like, we have a treadmill, and I'll be on that treadmill watching TV, which is fine. But, you know, it's hard for me to walk consistently on a treadmill or at doing one path around a park or something like that. It's just, I mean, around like a baseball park or something, like around your house, something like that. Not these parks. These parks are a lot more fun to walk around. Welcome in, everyone. So this is the walkway between MGM Studios. The exit's over there. There's the Skyway, and here's one of the bus stations. Over here we have the whole rows depending on where you're headed, and then over here, tucked around the corner here, is the walkway over to the boardwalk, Swan and Dolphin, Yacht and Beach Club, and eventually you get over to Epcot. And yeah, it's definitely getting windy. So if it gets rainy, oh well. You bring your poncho?
It is, but I don't like it.
Stacey doesn't like wearing ponchos. She'll bring the poncho, but it'll stay. She'd rather get wet and soaked than put the poncho on. So why do you even bother bringing it?
Okay.
Is it hot, Stacy? It's hot. Not as hot as it was earlier.
Nice.
It's nice for Stacy, so you know it's 96 degrees. If Stacy says it's nice, you know it's at least 92 degrees. She's like crazy psycho like that. How hot is it? Doesn't feel that bad. I bet it's like 89, 88 maybe.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Feels like 89.
Feels like 89.
But
So that's because after the rain, it cools it down a little bit.
How many people have walked this path? Hey Kay, welcome in.
Okay, hello. Yeah. How many of you know that this path is back here? Have any of you walked it before? We walked it a bazillion times. One of our favorite resorts when we were vacationing down here, one of our favorite resorts was Boardwalk. The last few years it's been Fort Wilderness though. Fort Wilderness cabins, and
You see lots of lizards.
see lots of lizards and rabbits and squirrels and ducks and turtles. And the turtles down here, they have the ugly ones I call, but they also have some really pretty painted sliders that we used to have up in Massachusetts, and it's like the sides of their heads, and it's very pretty, and they have like colors, and not just like it's not like the boring water turtles that are down here, aquatic turtles that are really ugly, and they have like snake heads and yuck.
So there's different ones.
Yeah, there's different ones. But I like the eastern sliders are really pretty. And we get to watch the boats go by. Here comes one right now. Lots of lizards. They like to hang out on the cement and gather up their heat. And then they watch the buses come by. How's the stream holding up? It looks like the signal holds up pretty well here. It should be in 1080p. I'm starting to be able to. Just the sunglasses off. Like that bus just came from Magic Kingdom. It's going to Magic Kingdom.
Park's here.
Park, welcome in. I feel like we haven't seen you guys in like weeks and weeks and weeks, and I don't think we've been to Magic Kingdom for weeks. So we're just getting more back on track with our walking, and had some breaks, had some things. We went to France, we went to Georgia, Currahee, which is what we wanted to talk about tonight. But I also wanted to show you guys one of our little walkways that we do. Sometimes we drive straight into Epcot, and we'll do like three laps around Epcot. 3 laps around Epcot and back and forth to our car is about 7 miles. So when we usually park over here on the far side of the parking lot over at MGM, and we walk down to Epcot, and we do 2 laps around Epcot, and then all the way back here, it ends up being like around 8.5 miles. Because I think it's like an hour, a mile and a half each way from the parking lot to Epcot, depending on where you park in the parking lot. It could be longer. Yeah, they're just hanging out here. Yeah. Lizards and lizards. And each lap that we do around Epcot, we do it a certain way, so it's 2 miles each lap around Epcot. It's a worm.
Is it a worm or a caterpillar?
It looks like a centipede.
Yeah.
See all the legs on it? You guys can't see it, but
there's one right here too. That's a caterpillar. This one's a caterpillar.
I don't know. Looks like a millipede.
Should we move him?
No, you should let him do his thing. And don't step on him. Sorry, Stacy disturbed our walk, and now we have to walk behind people. I don't know.
This one too.
Don't care. You're pointing out all the ugliest bugs.
These things are poisonous.
Well, if you stop and touch it, then you'll...
Well, Jamie said to touch it.
Excuse me? And there's the connector at the boardwalk where this thing does its little 90-degree turn.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you see bunnies over here. Squirrel.
Amy's trying to get you poisoned and sent to the hospital. Isn't it so pretty around here? I love walking. Being able to walk. I mean, we're literally like 22 minutes away, which is nothing for us. So I don't know about you guys, but that's like nothing for us. It's like so easily doable.
Have You stayed at the Dolphins?
Laura has.
Yeah. Yeah, Trisha has.
Well, look how pretty.
We have not.
We've never stayed here. We've been inside to look around during the holidays and checking it out or during different special. Yeah, check them out.
Yeah.
We just never stayed overnight. They have a weird thing with Disney where they drop you off at a different place in Magic Kingdom in the parking lot or something. It's weird. And now they used to charge for parking, and when Disney didn't. And it was just a weird, it wasn't a normal setup like you would if you were staying at the boardwalk. These two are set up a little bit different in regards to charges and buses and stuff. Look at all the crows. It's a murder of crows. Those look pretty big though. They might be ravens.
They do look quite chunky.
John Casamano, welcome in. I can see names, I can't see the chest though. I know, what does he say?
I know all about bugs. Lisa bugs me all the time. I'm gonna tell Lisa on you.
We like this route rather than just going straight to Epcot and doing laps around Epcot. Like this route a lot better because we're not having 50 trillion families walk across in front of you or step on you or kick you or
Jamie says
all the annoyances that you get with the busyness of the parks.
last time we stayed at the Dolphin, we had balcony on the highest level. Very nice. Had a raven come visit every morning.
Wow.
Did you feed them?
Did you feed the ravens?
Probably a prior guest was feeding. You see all the lizards on the rocks? You get on
Yeah,
the
this
sign.
one that likes to stay on the top of the sign.
This is what they do
And
every
they
night.
all hang out, getting the warmth of the rocks.
They get
Okay,
to
1,
the
2,
highest point.
3, at least right there.
You're alright.
You're alright.
The squirrel.
Yeah, I can't see the chats.
The squirrels down here have thinner tails, not as bushy. They had the sliding glass door open and he tried to get into the room. He must have known that you guys had snacks in the room.
Isn't this place so... It's such a nice walk.
Yeah.
It's just a quiet, peaceful walk. If you're ever staying at one of these, especially at nighttime at the golden hour, you have sun glistening off the lake and boats going by, and right around quarter of 9, or 20 or 30 minutes before the show starts at Epcot, you have the little passenger boats that are the tour boat things that head over there right to see the fireworks show. The little party boats, whatever. They're usually over here. Derek and Gregory, welcome in.
Jamie says he had crackers on the table and he walked away for a couple minutes and the bird grabbed some crackers.
Well, where were we when remember we were in a store and a squirrel came in? SeaWorld. He came in and ripped open a bag of Starburst. It grabbed the Starburst, all wrapped in everything, and it like just ran out the door. And we tried to tell the lady, didn't believe what just happened. You know, it went and actually ripped open the bag that was hanging on the hook of Starburst, grabbed one and ran out the door. Now, I've seen him grab potato chips and stuff before.
Yeah, we've seen ketchup packets in Frontierland when it used to have.
Well, this one must have been like a little sugar addict or something. He likes his Starburst.
Well, probably that was the low-hanging fruit. It was the lowest candy hanging. gotta take what you can get.
And sometimes those bags of Starburst are hard to open.
Not for squirrels.
You just bit right through it, the bag, ripped it open.
It's almost like he's had experience doing that before.
Yeah, I think he's done it before.
Because it was quite quick and easy.
Squirrel was trained. So she's sporting the purple, comfy clothes. Speaking of SeaWorld, how's Sophie doing there? Sophie's doing awesome. She's loving it.
She's spotting today.
She's been
the Sesame Parade today.
Spotting the floats. So she walks along the floats, making sure that they're
telling the float
going their
driver
route.
what to do.
Yeah, it's basically steering the float driver.
She's had many instances where children have run out.
Yeah, children like to run out in front of the floats.
So parents are doing their jobs by watching their children.
So she'll drive some days. She'll be the spotter other days.
She was a spotter yesterday. She's today. And
She wears
Monday or
we have this ice pack with a stretchable Velcro thing. So she stretches it around her belly with the ice pack, and she puts the ice pack on her back because she's very susceptible to the heat. So that helps keep her cool during her tour duty every day at work.
Huge fans in the barn that they go in after the parade. So she stands in front of one of the fans to help cool down.
Yeah, and she said she was telling me the other day the parade stops in a specific spot where she's able to sit right underneath a tree with shade. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When they do their stopping part and they do the dancing and all that stuff. Yeah. So that's good.
And they give different shirts for inside the floats.
Yeah.
And they wash them for them and everything.
They have float shirts.
Inside floats.
Inside
you
float
can't
shirts.
See them, but because they know how hot it gets in the float, so they give them separate shirts. And then they'll take them and they'll
They're all
actually wash them.
sweaty. Ooh, you guys hear that?
That's over there. Okay.
Alright.
I might be doing some resort tours.
Yeah, we might be showing you guys the insides of the resort soon enough. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll blow over.
So I really wasn't specific. I shared out the stream because we're going to have to on the weather. I love to see what the inside of the dolphins, like a room, looks like.
Yeah, we've never been in a room. We've never been in a room tour of the dolphins, so.
I'm sure we could Google it.
Could.
But I'm lazy. There's a crane back there.
Yeah, they're doing some work over here.
I like seeing the friendship boats.
The friendship boats are very, very
What did she say?
relaxing to watch. The device is hot.
Trees reminiscing about the Germany episode. Sophie
Oh, geez.
basically was down in the Germany glass store, and the paramedics had to come.
Let's go look over here.
She scared the crap out of the Disney manager. Her eyes were like humongous. It was kind of comical now that we know that she was okay, but
This boat, it goes
pretty.
between here and MGM and Boardwalk, Epcot, Yacht and Beach Club, and back here. That's what they do. That's a pretty good. I think that would be a great job for retirement.
Yep.
For semi-retirement, become a boat captain where you're just you probably do like
The building told
5 or 6 laps a shift and you go home,
So you
right?
got the Swan all the way across the water there.
Yeah, Swan's up
And the one in
there.
the middle is a Disney convention
We don't
center.
talk about
That's
this
kind of
one.
like a Bruno thing. We don't talk about
don't
that.
talk about that monstrosity.
It's specifically convention, but I believe there's a restaurant on the top there. You can see people moving around up top.
And then the
But
beautiful dolphin.
They did a really poor job of decorating that. The dolphin's beautiful. I would absolutely love to get a balcony room. The ground.
So what did Derek and Gregory say? It's like the chat is against the gray sky, and it's white lettered chat, so I can't see. I can only see very, very bottom.
So she was talking about that. Jamie says, Laura says the rooms are wonderful. What's the building to the left? They were asking what's the building to the left. So it's the Swan.
Yeah,
right
let's go over
across.
here. We'll show you guys a little bit better view of the swan. Look how pretty they are. Giant swans, giant dolphins.
Yes, Matt, that
I
was
wish
thunder.
Disney would buy these ones and incorporate them fully into the Disney family, right?
Matt, be ready to take
These are so
cover.
beautiful. They are such beautiful resorts. And then on the other side of this bridge,
Okay, so the dolphin is not representative of a dolphin. There is something called a dolphin fish.
yeah.
That is a dolphin fish.
Yeah.
So that's what everyone always asks. You always hear everybody ask, why is there a fish on the dolphin? Why don't they just put a dolphin? So it's not. It's a dolphin fish, and that's what they actually have on there. See the bird over there with the speckled feathers? See the big bird?
Yeah, down there.
I love it down here. Their wildlife is amazing. I love seeing all the birds. Jamie says he likes the Java shop in the Swan. Ooh,
In the Swan.
we have not been there.
We are
It's like a Chinese
currently
shop.
on a coffee break. Well, I know that I am. You joined me for some reason.
Well,
It
I'm
was
trying to cut
tearing up
down
my stomach again.
calories, so tea with no cream or sugar
Yeah.
is a lot less calories than coffee with heavy creamer. But last night I had my hair done, and
Did
Maggie
you?
made me a cup of coffee
Uh-oh.
with cream and sugar. It was really good, so I think she was heavy on the sugar. But yeah, so I did have a cup last
So
night.
you
Unexpectedly.
cheated on the coffee break.
But I still lost almost a pound.
That's
so.
all right. I'm not doing cutting coffee for weight loss. I'm cutting coffee because it's killing my stomach. I've had multiple ulcers in the 90s and 2000s, and I know the warning signs of when one is developing again. I think the coffee, as for a while there, I was just having coffee for breakfast, not eating any food with it or anything like that. And it does a toll on your stomach, the acidity and the caffeine and whatnot. So I'm taking a couple week break from any coffee, and then I'll start drinking coffee again. But I'll have something to eat with it when I start back up. I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
Here comes another boat.
Trying to lose the weight that we've gained through the holidays.
Yeah,
and
we
the trips.
did well for a while. I mean, we kept it off for like a year and a half-ish.
Yeah.
And or a year and 3 months. Is that rain? I felt the rain drop on my ear. But now we gotta get serious again because we've been,
I haven't gained all my weight back,
Snacking.
but I've gained some of it back.
yeah.
But I've lost over 2 pounds in the past
Since we started
3 days,
again,
2 days.
Yeah, and I had been weight training, so even though it's hard to gauge the weight loss versus the muscle gain, but I still don't like the way my belly looks, so I know I'm getting fatter, so that's why I'm going back on.
Jamie says he's addicted to energy drinks.
Energy drinks will kill you. Like the worst things on the planet for you. Serious. Not only they have so much extra caffeine, so many additives and all these things, and it's just, well, they're loaded with bad stuff.
When he first said energy drinks, I was thinking of like electrolyte
Red
drinks
Bull.
and stuff, but I realized that's not what he was talking about.
Red Bull gives you wings. Red
Yeah.
Bull gives you
You get
heart attacks and
rings and a
stints
halo.
and ambulance rides.
Right?
Yeah.
You get your halo early.
Kidding.
been here that often.
We've been on
Jamie says that Laura lost some weight and he found it. Well, Jamie, you were super skinny, so you needed some weight.
John only weighs 141. Wow. Uh-oh, what's that? The workers up there.
Tree says muscle weighs 3 times more than fat, so don't worry about the weight.
Yeah.
My problem is I don't have the muscle, Shuri.
You've been working out.
Yeah.
You've been.
I have. I've been trying.
Definitely
I have not
been
doing weight exercise.
working out.
So this place has been under construction for a while.
Yeah, they've been replacing the pool. Ooh, that was lightning over there. You can see that. Kabooms.
Yeah, so
We had
they've
some
been,
very loud
they
thunder
fixed
today.
the whole beachy sand
Yeah, they're in the middle of it.
and the water.
And they're putting back up the gazebo thingies. So
Scaffolding on the actual hotel itself.
yeah,
too.
they got the beach
You can
chairs.
see it over there. See it right there?
Yeah, we'll
right
show you
there.
guys around here in the bushes. They have some things
It's
still
cool
working
they
on.
fill the water back up there when they fix
They
the beach.
they reconcreted the pool. They reconcreted the pool, and the actual pool floor itself, and we did that because they were
added all the sand back.
all the sand, new bags of
It's like
sand.
they're putting some tempting things up too.
They are look they got umbrellas and chairs, and they are looking like they are almost ready to reopen. These are last steps to excellent. That's been closed for a long time, and including the boat slide, the pirate ship, water slide. You stayed here, yeah. You stayed here in the beach club and the yacht club numerous times.
The only thing is I don't like that the two hotels share the pool.
Yes.
Make sure you stay at the hotel
There's a lot
that
of people.
actually has the pool. Because you
Yeah.
don't want to be walking from way over there to over here, you know?
Yeah.
The pool looks really good. I really like that.
We stayed at the yacht club.
Try to squeeze through.
Yeah, can't squeeze through. We stayed in a 2-bedroom suite at the yacht club. That was right after I came in second in one of my poker tournaments.
Yeah.
We brought Grandma. That was her first time back, right after your father passed. Yeah. We did Halloween. It was Halloween Horror Nights. Because not Horror Nights. We did the Halloween party and stuff because there was Halloween candy all over the freaking place.
The entire hotel room had candy everywhere you looked. Look at all the scaffolding. They're fixing the water slide too.
Yeah. And they're redoing the buildings and
People
roofs.
working this late, huh?
Yeah.
Usually they're
What time is it? Yeah, it's 6:25. Yeah.
Alright. That's good, yeah. Hold on to my little play while we have a bunch of maintenance.
What did Mark say? He's saying funny stuff and I'm missing it. Again, this is the worst time to see the chats, I guess.
And Leon's getting larger.
That's from Airplane. That's funny.
Oh, I totally missed that reference. I was like, I don't know who Leon is.
And Leon's getting larger. He goes across his belly. Those Airplane. I know my Airplane references.
Okay, they got scaffolding all over here too.
So here's the little map thing of the beach club villas. So over there, convention center up there, yacht club, beach club, resort, and we are right here. Cute. I love this place during Christmas.
So this guy is wheeling out the stuff for, must be an event or something, I'm assuming. 'Cause
Okay.
where else would he be going? He just dropped like utensils like tongs and scoopers
All on
and
the
stuff
floor.
on the ground.
Shh, don't
Put
get
them
him.
back
You're gonna
up.
get him in fire.
Maybe kept
You don't
walking.
want to get him in trouble. I used to smell people smoking. People are smoking over to our right. I don't think that's a smoking area.
It's not a smoking area. Alright, so Shree says, Charlie, please tell me some famous people you played poker with. Jamie is still awake and I was telling him. Oh, James was still awake and I was telling him. So tell her the people that you played with.
I've played with Sully Irma from Godsmack. I played with him like half a day. He was in the same tournament, right, sitting right next to me. He's a short little guy, very charismatic, as you can imagine. Played with James Woods twice. He's I don't know if people realize how intelligent he is. He's a very smart person. And then other poker players, Paul Darden. He's a WPT champion. Played with him. Eric Seidel.
Mark says Scotty Nugent.
Scotty Nugent.
Who's that?
I don't know about that.
I don't know who that is.
Unless that's the little boy. Is he still not doing airplane references?
I don't know. I know. I'm trying to think. It's not a real person. It's a character. Who's Scotty Nugent?
Oh, Scotty Wen. That's not Nugent. You gotta learn how to read. It's Scotty Wen. Yes, I have not played with Scotty Wen. No.
We've seen him though.
He usually, yeah.
No.
Scotty Wen. No.
No, we have not.
No.
We have photos with.
We've met David the Dragon Pham, Daniel Negreanu. We have a picture. Both have pictures of him. We have.
Daniel's getting a little low with the hands.
Yeah, Mike Mattisell, who's kind of a creep.
Jesus. What's his name?
Chris Ferguson, yeah, and let's see, Freddie Deeb. Freddie Deeb, he's the one that put his hand on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a short little guy. You can't really blame him. He's only 4'2", so
Yeah,
he's probably trying to reach up to your back.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He's not that short, but I make that joke about, oh, he's got your hand. I don't think he didn't really have your hand on your butt, did he? No, that's right. I just started kidding with that, and it became a thing. So, yeah, there's a lot of nice people in the world of poker. There's a lot of really degenerate scumbags in the world of poker as well. Just got to be careful.
Tree says that James actually knows those people.
Does he?
He recognized the name.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, back in, let's see, 2005, 2006, right after the poker boom. There was a big poker boom in 2003 from Chris Moneymaker. I started playing in 2002. But yeah, Foxwoods and all them, they were a big place on the East Coast where the pros came out to play. And they used to treat us like gold when those first tournaments. They used to get free shirts, free towels. You have food spreads all during the tournaments. You had all these things. It was like, and then slowly it died down and they started taking more and more stuff away and whatever. Now it's back to normal. I play down in Tampa now. I haven't seen anyone famous down in Hard Rock, Tampa. They don't have the big, gigantic. Yeah, they don't have those at this casino, which is a bummer. They have a lot of them down in Hollywood, Florida, which is down by Miami, on the East Coast. That's like a 3-hour drive for me, so I don't see myself getting over there.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We're on a little walk around. We came over from MGM. Are we seeing them Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be at Epic, right? Yeah. We'll be there with Stacy's mom and Stacy's gonna try to bring her on all the rides that are not good for her. We gotta warn. I'm not sure what Joanne will be able to ride, but
We're doing the carousel. Definitely.
well, yeah, we're doing the easy ones, yes. But I'm not sure even she can do the monster ride, which will be sad because that's a great ride.
I want her to.
I know. But that'll be. She's gonna be up on her back and tossed around a little bit, even though it's not that bad. But she's really old now, so.
If we could do a tour.
We can do the tour. Oh, we can do the queues, yeah.
That might be cool.
See that? Yeah.
Maybe we would like the monster ride.
Will always be MGM, Mark.
Did you say?
I said
MGM?
Yeah, it's so much quicker. MGM. Hollywood Studios. Takes like 17 seconds to say. MGM. Half second.
Yeah.
A tenth of a second.
It's HS.
Right? I'm all about
HS, MGM.
efficiency with my words. Using as least amount of words possible to explain what I want to get out of my mouth.
Oh, you want to walk around the wedding thing?
Can.
Maybe the walk.
Yeah. There was a wedding here about a month ago, right? Where they were taking pictures.
Someone rich will have our wedding gift.
Yeah. Sophie's gonna marry a rich bachelor guy that's gonna have his. They're gonna get married at Boardwalk.
This is pretty. They gotta replace some of the boards. Some of the boards are cut up. You can see all the clouds.
Yeah, you guys hearing the grumbling?
I love
sky.
rolling thunder. That's what I like.
Rolling,
rolling,
rolling.
Non-stop.
Look at those. Those clouds be
They even got some over here
be
too.
menacing. Yeah, we're almost surrounded. Look how peaceful. Back in the COVID days when they weren't running any boats, this was like glass some nights. It was like totally undisturbed glass. You remember that? Like this is a little bit ripply because of the wind and stuff, but I don't know.
Matt is in Hollywood Studios.
That's
And
my
he's
stomach.
actually
I know. I'm hungry too, I know.
Dark clouds. Yep.
We had a storm come through near our house earlier around 4, and it was like Krakatoa, earth-shattering thunderclaps. You know, it's like insane how loud they get sometimes. You're like, oh my gosh.
So Oliver, he's fairly new. We've had him for like a year now, maybe. He doesn't like the thunder. Which,
Sir Oliver Raddington III,
yeah.
Duke of Davenport. Thank you.
Yeah. He so now what we have to do is we build a storm shelter on the couch with pillows.
I do. I built him a little fort.
And he goes in. So there's
He
just
goes
a little
in there.
opening, and he goes right in, and he sits. He lays
Before
there,
you know it, he's upside down, all chill and
sleeping. He forgets that the storm's going on outside.
Today he was looking up and down the couch. He was looking all the way down.
gosh.
He's like, yo, Pops, want you to build me my fort or what?
We gotta.
You guys see that? It was over there.
Was there lightning over
There was lightning.
You can see the birds were all flying. See the birds? They're all going.
Should
to
we
that
start
spot.
walking back to Epcot?
Well, we got this whole area, right?
We do, yeah. This is so beautiful. We love this place. Remember the last time we stayed at the boardwalk? We were right above the Trattoria El Forno sign right there for 2 weeks. It was awesome. Wasn't it?
At Hollywood Studios.
We parked at Hollywood Studios.
So we have a walk back.
We do have a walk, about a mile, mile and a half back.
Worst case, we could always take the sky. Well, no, they probably can't. Oh, look at.
Oh, look at that. That's
There's
look, they're holding
signs.
signs. They're holding numbers. That guy, watch, he's gonna come up from behind the bush. He's holding a number.
There's a person holding a
It
sign.
says Forest Mazars, Focus Mazars. I don't know.
We saw a lot
Must
of
be a
people like
school or
that.
something?
Was it yesterday or the day before when we were walking?
They look like high-tech computer people.
It's,
They're all wearing college shirts.
rich and single.
All right.
Rad, S-O rad.
Sir Oliver. So, he's so rad.
I never can remember what they're called. He's my little protector.
Yeah, he's so fluffy and he's awesome.
He watches out for me in the middle of the night if I wake up. He's right there,
Yep.
right where I am. He's kind of like,
Oh, John's out of here. See you later, John.
have a good night. He's kind of claimed me.
Yeah. He's psycho. Sometimes at night
In the morning.
he'll let you pet him, he'll be purring, and then all of a sudden he bites half your arm off.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, that is grumbly.
They're not always love fights. Little nibbles.
Yeah.
Hence my arm. Oh, we should go in the cake shop. We haven't been in there in a while. Oh no, we probably shouldn't because I'm gonna want a slice of cake. $25 slice of cake. But we can walk around. We've only been in there once.
So high heels for a boardwalk.
Yeah. This is not the place for that. The gaps in between the boards. Do you want to check out the shop or no?
I don't know. I think we should be, unless you want to be hanging out in the hotel while it's raining for an hour, might want to start heading back. Isn't this awesome? We love it here. It's one of the reasons we loved it here is the location. Obviously, we can walk over to MGM, walk over to Epcot, and that's two parks where you don't have to take a bus, right? I know.
Time saver.
Huh? Yeah.
Because even walking over to Hollywood Studios is shorter than waiting for the bus to bring you over. Or
Yeah.
even the boat sometimes.
Some boardwalk Joes.
They're shutting it down because the storm's coming.
Uh-oh. What do they know that we don't know? We're gonna be soaked. Is it gonna downpour when we're right in the middle where we don't have any? We'll have to hide out under the bridges maybe. We can make it under Steve's bridge.
There's no leak. Something smells really good.
It's not gonna have a little. It smells really good down here, I'll tell you that much.
The guy that dropped the thing,
No, that was on the other side. Got hot dogs, corn on the cob. It's got a huge slice of pizza.
They're closing up.
They got a huge slice of pizza. We gotta walk faster, lady, or we're gonna get soaked. But yeah, this is always an awesome place to stay. The rooms are really nice. You get to ride these bikes around the whole boardwalk, around the whole lake if you want. They have a really upscale art store over here. If you want, if you got the dough, they got the artwork for you. Very nice stuff in there.
My painting's not coming out.
You just started it. Stop whining about it. You'll be fine. Look at that. Is that new? That's new.
Cute. That is new.
That is new. Look, it's a roller coaster, a loop-de-loop. It's like Indiana Jones coaster.
It is over there.
Can you see this? And the boardwalk? Wow, they got the boardwalk backpack that we really, really like. And it's the Fab 4. Yeah, there's very cute stuff here.
I love the boardwalk march.
You must be this tall to ride. Alright, the flies are attacking me, which is very unusual in Disney. Alright.
Tomorrow we're eating at Toledo's with the family. Has anyone eaten at Toledo's?
Yeah, tomorrow we eat at Toledo's over at Coronado Springs. I don't think so,
I
no.
don't think we have.
No. We've eaten at Topolino's a couple times, 3 times. Topolino's, but I don't think we've eaten at Toledo's.
Banking on they have a fillet.
They said they had a fillet. I might be getting the salmon.
That'd be my one meat for the week. Get my iron to make the doctor's happy.
Yeah. Mark's down in 3 weeks.
Yes, I know.
His car's already half packed.
Right?
I know. I'm very looking forward to that week, man. I need to chill.
All your July 4th merch, your Independence Day.
Oh, yeah, Independence Day merch.
Golf cart decorations.
Yeah. That's always fun, decorating the golf cart.
Yeah. You got a salad Epcot, and you got one over here too.
I love the music. And then this used to be Jelly Rolls, right? It's closed down. They could make it a resort, or an extension of the resort, right? Or they could make it an upscale restaurant, which would be really, really cool to have another one.
Jamie, you disappoint.
What's he doing now?
They're down in a week and he hasn't packed yet.
Jeez.
I have my spreadsheets already printed and most of the clothes packed and spreadsheets highlighted.
Laura and Jamie are coming down for like 3 months.
Where are they staying?
Are you guys staying with Trisha and Kim, or are you staying on property?
I don't remember what she said. Part of me thinks pot, but then part of me thinks...
Yeah.
Trisha's.
Staying
That's
at
awesome. I'll save money.
Does Trisha know this?
I wrote down all
We'll remind her tomorrow night.
the works and dates and everything on our calendar.
Yeah.
So after work, we'll text and say, where are you? And of course, Sophie doesn't have her schedule out yet, so we won't know.
Onto wraps. They look really, really good in the other place. So hopefully marks are better than the place.
Extremely well done,
Well, maybe he'll make you extremely well done Ronto wrap.
It's getting windy.
We don't care what Kim thinks. Kim gets no voting power. Yeah. Just buy him a cupcake, he'll be fine.
So, Laura and Jamie, we're booked for Ohana. It's just for us two, right? I didn't know if I can't remember if Avery can come.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. These are exactly like Ronto roasters. The seashells by the seashore. That's not a shell, that's a snail. It's probably a live snail eating the leaves.
Oh, really?
I don't know. There's something inside of
There's
that.
another one over there.
Yeah.
Another one over there, too.
Pretty, 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 pretty. Surprised they don't have like snack things along this walkway. You sell popcorn, drinks.
Tree will be here in 88 days.
88 days.
Hopefully, we can see you this time.
I smell charcoal. I smell charcoal briskets cooking. Someone's cooking something.
I think it's like a resort.
Could be for the marshmallow things. Yeah, maybe they're down by the pool. I think they shut the pool because there's no line. Until I think they shut off the pool with the lightning in the area. There's no line. There's usually a line of kids going up that cloud.
They're kind of following us.
Yeah, they're urging us along,
I was hoping
saying,
they were going to go a different direction.
yeah, we're hoping it was going to be a nice sunny afternoon. And nope, sorry, Mark. We always come in September for our anniversary. Oh, that is nice. But if you guys like Fort Wilderness, right? For Halloween, obviously the Halloween decorations they do down in Fort Wilderness are awesome, but also during Christmas and also during July 4th.
Yep.
They go nuts. Even on July 4th, they do nutsy cuckoo with all the decorations.
I'll definitely be videoing.
Yeah,
We'll go live, maybe.
we'll go live on my golf cart once in a while and get guys know we like having our fun. We do the scavenger hunt thing, so it's always fun to do those live while you got good stuff. Not the cheap stuff. Good stuff. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad where you guys can still hear us.
Yeah, it is getting windy.
Yeah, I just love it there. It's just you can unwind there. You can go see the horses. I love seeing the horses. They're huge and they're all well taken care of, and they know us by name.
What makes it tough about their holidays is they do a holiday lockdown.
They do holidays.
So people can't just show up in the entrance. You would have to take the boat from Magic Kingdom.
What's Cherie mad at?
Or a bus.
Or is she laughing? I can't tell those are angry faces.
Wellness campground during the holidays.
No, before that.
No, she says she doesn't do.
Oh, she does not go to Disney World for the summer. Okay, those are hot suns. I thought they were angry faces. Things are very, very tiny on the phone where in this app, so I can't make it out sometimes.
Is it getting closer?
I know, there's no, I was looking for the boats. There's no boats. I think they shut down the boats.
They shut the boats down, remember?
But the storms are right there. We're staying ahead of them.
So if you're in a boat and it's lightning, they shut them down with you in it.
They got people playing pickleball or
Does the hotel provide?
cheap tennis. I don't know. I'm sure they have some. You can probably rent them or whatever. It's hot, sweltering faces, Charlie.
We have not done.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't see very well. Staring at these tiny, tiny chat words here. They're in the app.
Yeah, the ranch is. I absolutely love going to the ranch.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And the kids like seeing the horses.
I just wish I could touch them and you're not allowed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to stay back.
And you can see some of the horses want to be touched.
Well, if you want to go for a horseback ride in 98-degree heat,
In jeans, you have to wear jeans.
and you gotta wear jeans, that's always an option.
I did that one.
Very, very hot and sweaty, and the thing with that, right? I grew up around horses, and our neighbors had horses, and I used to ride, and you used to be, you gallop, and you can actually ride a horse through the fields and stuff, okay? And at some point, all these places where you can go ride horses, horseback riding, and do that, they either got tons of lawsuits because people were falling off their horses or something like that. They didn't know how to ride, or they shouldn't have been up there in the first place.
Yeah.
And now everywhere just walks them because they're so afraid of getting sued. So unless you own your own horse, you pretty much can't even go horseback riding and do any galloping, not even any cantering. They don't even want you trotting. They want you just, you stay on the path and you walk, and that's it. And it's like, okay, it's like you might as well just be riding a donkey or a very, very, you might as well be riding in a baby carriage or something. It's just like so slow, and to me it's just boring.
In December, and it won't be so hot riding. I know it's not galloping and all that stuff, but that might be something you and Sophie could do. I think she'd like that. Maybe we need someone to ride with them. Is this like lettuce?
Yeah, that's what's...
Doesn't this look like lettuce? Like a lettuce?
Little shoots, yeah.
Right?
Laura and Jamie's anniversary's on the 20th.
Yeah. Cards in the mail.
Cards in the mail.
We're trying to get all the June cards out.
Alright, looks like we're going to beat the storm. That's going to be great.
Mark says that a classmate of his ran his horse into a tree and they both got messed up. Not too right. I feel bad for the horse.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Horses are very, very dangerous, and you can't take them lightly. And if you don't know how to ride one, and you're not sure, then you shouldn't be galloping. You shouldn't be doing anything close to that. But some people, you should at least let us sign waivers if. You know, some people have better skills than others with horses. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just saying that's just plain, right? If you know how to ride a horse, then you ride a horse. And should let us do what we want to do.
Right. There's different levels.
Alright, over here it's clear. Look at this. This looks pretty clear. Nice and safe and happy, happy, happy. And that's not too bad either. And then you go over here. And this is where the clouds are getting
I still haven't seen the buildings.
getting spunky. It's only been out for like a week. Craig, welcome in.
So I've been releasing our Disneyland Paris videos. I still have a day 3, maybe a travel day. We're tired. And then some rides, and then we have our Georgia trip.
Yeah, we didn't even end up talking about Currahee tonight.
And then I also have when we took the kids to Epic. Sophie did a video. I have to do her video.
So we can talk about that now if you want. That's it. So we went to Georgia this past week. It was the 81st anniversary of D-Day at Camp Toccoa, which is in Georgia, which is famous for the Band of Brothers series, where Easy Company and 4 different divisions, paratrooper divisions, trained there for World War II and other things. But we ended up going there, and we ended up running up Mount Currahee, and it was a 10K, and it was an awesome experience. First of all, and they had 2 great museums, one at Camp Currahee and one downtown Toccoa, the Toccoa Military Museum, which had awesome exhibits of all those, D-Day stuff and Easy Company stuff and a bunch of other divisions. Yeah, and it was awesome, and they had people and that were there that were very knowledgeable, and I think they were very surprised about our knowledge too, because we've watched that series about 100 times, but we've also read the books, and I like my military history stuff too. I'm not an expert or anything, but I like reading about things about World War II and whatnot. And so it was a very, very fun time. It was we went there with Sophie. Sophie was thrilled, wasn't she? Sophie was so happy.
Amazing. She was like, guys, we're actually going up Currahee. Like, she was just like, she kept like reality checking,
Yeah.
And then even like all the museums, she was like, they have books of stuff that you can look at. She's looking at every page, touching everything,
Yeah, she's very, very into that stuff too. And we ended up, again, it's 3 miles up, 3 miles back, okay? It's but it's a 10K. You do a flat area first to get the extra 0.2 miles that you need to qualify for a 10K. And honestly, we probably ran about 2 miles of that out of the 6. And because most of it was like so steep or insane, and we did not prep for it. One step.
You're doing like this type of thing. So you're rounding a corner and you see it like this. It's like, oh my god. Then you round the next corner and it's even higher, like steeper. I'm like, I can't even do this. How am I going to do that?
So we had to take some breaks and do some walking and taking some definitely some rests along the way. And but it was a very fun experience. They got babies? Oh my goodness, those are brand new babies. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's got 7 little babies down there. That's in Georgia, yeah. It's in Camp Toccoa. It's Toccoa, Georgia. Toccoa. And it's Mount Currahee, or is Camp Currahee. It's Camp Toccoa was the place. But Currahee's the mountain that they climbed up during the series. That they ran up during the series.
Mama's probably trying to get the babies out of the water.
And the last few times we've walked here, there's been, oh, there it is. There's a little baby bunny.
There's the one, the baby.
There was 2 of them the other day. So hopefully the other ones are around.
We saw the big one.
They're like little one. It's almost like they still have down fur. They're like really, really, they look extra fluffy. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me zoom in. It's really...
You see so many wildlife here.
Yeah, right there.
Absolutely love
Right
it.
there.
Look, little bum. He doesn't have his white tail yet.
Northeast of Atlanta, yes, exactly. Yep. So Atlanta is in the northwest corner of Georgia, and this is just about 20 minutes northeast of Atlanta, where Toccoa is, and Camp Toccoa is. I highly recommend it. We got a couple. I bought 2 shirts there, so you guys know how picky I am with my shirts. Yeah. So I got 2 shirts there. We got some magnets. We got some. Magnets, I got pins. We got a little fluffy for Avery, right? What was it? A little teddy bear with a shirt that says Camp Toccoa on it. Yeah, that was awesome. He loved that.
Yeah.
That was a fun time, and it was. So glad we did it. We are so glad we did it. It was definitely a happy place, and it's definitely a core memory.
It was so hard.
It was so awesome, especially since we love that stuff, and we watch Band of Brothers probably 3 times a year.
Oh, we do more than that.
Yeah, probably at least.
Are you kidding?
At least 3 times a year. It seems like whenever Sophie's back on school break for a week or whatever, it's on. We're watching the whole series again and again and again. We just love it.
It's on, yeah.
So we did that. That was a Saturday. We drove up there Friday.
Yeah.
It's about a 9-hour drive up there. Only 7 hours back. Oh, it's the Muppet one. There's Waldorf, and the other guy, Statler, I think. Well, watch them come around, and we'll get them. Oh, there's Yandu. We'll get him on this side. It's the Muppet one. It's really, really cool. Stacy's been trying to get a video.
Every time we come, they pass it in the parking lot.
Oh, let's do it right here. So get your video. So yeah, so we drove down there Friday, stayed overnight. We ran the race. It was it started at 8. We got there for 6:30. Got the parking. All the barracks and stuff were all open. The museum was open. They let us do that early. That was great. And then we started running at 8 o'clock.
It's getting louder.
We got run. It took us till 10:28. 2 hours and 28 minutes to do 6 miles, 6.2 miles, and it was tough. Let me tell you, we could not have done it any faster. We should have trained for it, obviously. We did not train one step for this thing.
We weren't doing anything.
So that did not help. But we did the entire thing. We went all the way up to the top. There was a couple times where we were like,
we touched the stone that they touched.
We almost were dry heaving. And we took a break. We gathered ourselves. Some guy gave us some. What did he give us? Electrolyte. Some old guy gave us some electrolyte pills that we had some, and it made us feel better. And so we were able to finish it all the way up to the exact top of Currahee. You can't go any further. Look at that. Sam Eagle, Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, and those 2 guys. But yeah, it was really fun. But so we had it was a challenge, definitely, but we did get it done. That was awesome. We got our little sticker that said we finished and stuff. And
It was like
that night,
300 people.
Saturday night, well, that afternoon we went out and eat and we drove around a little bit. But that night, there was a storm of storms that took
Oh,
out.
wait, you gotta tell them the night before. So we ate at Subway.
We ate a
The
Subway.
night before.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And in the middle of the night,
She
I stopped vomiting.
started
The
vomiting.
night before the race.
I think it was the cucumbers.
Sophie had cucumbers or something. I think I reheated the. I don't know.
The chicken. You were the only one that had the Oriental, the sweet and sour chicken or whatever.
Yeah, and I
The
reheated it.
teriyaki chicken.
Yeah.
So
So I was like, middle of the night.
she was up at 2 in the
"Oh my
morning
God,
hurling.
I am not gonna miss this. I am going to go. I don't care if I even if I just can see the area. If I can't go up the hill,
Yeah,
I was like dying,
yeah.
and I did it.
But she was throwing up at 2 in the morning and she was still running at 8 o'clock.
I was.
Good
Hey,
trooper.
These guys can go through it, and the hell that they went through.
Oh
A
geez.
little being sick. So I
Yeah,
sucked it up
you
and
did
I
it.
did it.
So then, yeah, I forgot about that. And then on Saturday night, there was a storm that wiped out the power to
I got it on video.
to hundreds and hundreds of miles around the area. And it was not hundreds of miles. It was like probably like a 100-mile radius. I don't know.
They said it was like
It
the
was
county.
yeah,
I don't know if that's
the
true.
county was out of power pretty much, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people without power, thousands. In our little, we look at the little outage block. In our little square block had like 425 people out of power or places out of power. So we were out of power for a good. This was at 6:30.
So we had light from the
So from the window.
but then it went pitch black.
And
you
then
guys-
as it
you
went
and Sophie
darker,
left.
yeah. So me and Sophie were like, okay, let's go, because it was getting hot, starting to get hot in the room. So me and Sophie went out to the car and watched Run Fat Boy Run in the movie theater in the car.
I tried to get some sleep because I didn't sleep the night before.
Just trying to get sleep.
And I couldn't sleep because
There were hooligans in the hotel. There was like a whole basketball team and their parents and everything. They started getting bored and really rowdy,
Like,
and they were arguing and
and
screaming and arguing and fighting, and they're starting to scare people.
so the woman that was across from us, I heard her, now it's pitch black in the room. I heard her come out of her room and you guys kind of quiet it down. She was very nice about it. She didn't yell. She was very soft-spoken. She
Yeah.
went in the room. They mocked her. And then they started running back and forth in the hall. And then all of a sudden it went quiet. And I started hearing growling.
Growling outside the door. They were trying to
I-
intimidate people.
Popped up on the bed. I got my phone. I'm expecting like this demonic entity to be standing in my
My God.
room because
Oh.
I was at the closest to the door,
Yeah.
and because we were across from each other, they were growling at her. But because they
The
didn't
rooms
know
are
we
so
were
close
there,
together, yeah.
It sounded like it was in the room. I'm
And she had
texting
gone
them
down.
Going, there's growling outside my door.
Yeah. So me and Sophie go to the up front to the check-in place, right? And there's the owners up there.
The manager left, right?
Yeah, the manager had left, and the owner was there, and he was like, "We're like, if we decide to go home because the room's getting too hot, and if we decide to go home, we'll get a refund." Did you call them yet?
I did.
For
So
the
I
refund?
called them on Monday, and they argued with me, saying it wasn't their fault that there was no power. And I said,
It was your
well,
fault that there was.
We also had the the people causing
Screaming
trouble.
and
We
yelling.
didn't face safety. They're like, oh well, the police made them leave an hour later.
No, they didn't.
And then, so then they're like, I said, well, I talked to the owner a few times, and he said I could call, and the manager's going to refund me that night.
Yes.
And they said, well, the manager will be in on Wednesday.
So you did call them today?
No, I didn't have time. It's my clothes week at work. It's like my busiest day.
Well, anyways, even if we don't get a refund, whatever. It was, but we decided to leave at 10:30 that night and decided just to drive home because we weren't going to stay for that and it was a dangerous situation, and it was gonna be too hot. Me and Sophie weren't gonna be able to sleep anyways, so we decided just to pack up, and so we packed up everything, got in the car around 10:30. We got home around 6:30 the next morning. It was actually we had taken a break on at one of the Love's places because I was getting tired and my eyes were really tired. We were up over 24 hours straight, so
tons of deer all along the highway. So
yeah,
that way is crazy too.
but my eyes were like sandpaper, and I could not drive. So we took like an hour break at one of the Love's places. It was like 35 minutes,
Yeah.
but it was took us. The ride home was like 7.5 hours of driving. So it was because you're driving overnight. There wasn't that much traffic at all. But again, you had to watch out for the deer that were everywhere. You want to start hitting the car? It looks like it drove by. It floated that way.
So if Laura and
And
Jamie
over
is
here
still
is kind of
on,
safe.
if you stop in Georgia and there happens
They're not
to
gonna be down
Georgia
that.
peaches,
Oh,
grab a couple of Georgia peaches for Avery.
if you guys stop in Georgia and you
We're
see
supposed
Georgia
to bring
peaches
them-
or Georgia preserves or
we
peach
got-
preserves,
We got the,
oh, you got peach and pecan.
Alright, if there's regular peach preserves and Georgia peaches, pick them up for Avery. Let me know how much. Because we were supposed to get that for Avery. We didn't on the way there because we wanted to get to the hotel. We weren't planning on leaving in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
and everything was closed.
Hey,
So
Greg, welcome in.
So he didn't get his Georgia peaches
Long time no
and
see.
his peach preserves or peach jam or whatever it is.
And welcome in, Matt. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. I was too busy storytelling. Simma says, I am a Georgia peach.
Now, Mark said that they stayed at the All-Star Sports and a whole group of teens were having lightsaber battles all night long outside their door.
Oh, man.
In the fake, what is it? In the fake tennis court.
Oh. Yeah.
Text Laura, okay.
All right, let's start walking this way.
Matt says he is a Georgia peach.
I know.
That's good. Avery says he's a white chocolate.
Baby says he's white chocolate. He gets that from Fanboys, the movie.
Hey Greg, Expedition Greg's here.
I am white chocolate.
We did like our Disneyland Paris trip.
Yeah, Disneyland Paris was awesome. Highly recommended. You gotta.
Releasing our video.
Yeah, we've been trying to release the videos. I know that people aren't excited for the video, the game, the ride things itself. I think we got like 34 views on Buzz Lightyear ride. Oh well, it is what it is. We don't do any presentations and stuff like that for our videos. We just
Those are
tape
just the
and
full
throw 'em up.
rides, Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
so.
are just the ride, front to end.
It is what it is.
We were enjoying just focusing on it.
Mark likes the videos, so he's been watching them 34 times.
Yeah.
Just for us. Thank you, Mark.
So we have
Appreciate it.
34 views.
Yeah, so, I know. Well, thank you guys. We appreciate you, though.
Made a full circle.
Is that the same one?
Yeah.
I don't know. They must have more than
I
one.
think they only have one.
You lie. You lie. I couldn't go all the
Look,
way
they got
back.
Kermit on the side. I didn't see that.
Maybe it could have been, I guess.
Rainbow. No.
We have been yapping for a while, so that could be the same one.
I think it is.
Good.
Yeah, because there's the other ones that were before, and now they're coming back.
Yeah, thank you. So don't forget to go see Derek and Gregory at 8 o'clock because they're going live on D&G Explorers channel.
Now how can you get
Tell them we said that. Go tell them it's a herd attack. Tell them we said hi. And, we'll probably be driving still on the highway.
Yeah, so we got lots of videos today.
Lots of videos coming out. Lots of videos coming your way. And I know we have some stuff coming up.
I've been trying to do that painting. So I was thinking of some kind of...
Stacy is working on a art piece for Pete's get-together down his meetup, I think, in August. So he had asked us if we could put one together of it's going to be Monsters Incorporated themed. Stacy's not too happy with it yet, but she's never too happy about it until it's finally done. So don't worry about it. And if not, then we'll do it different. You can always, there's time to do a different thing if you don't like it. So. You got, what is it? June, July, August. Yeah, you're running out of time. You're running out of time, girl. D&G is here, yes. At 8 o'clock, I'm saying. Are you guys going? Oh, they're not going live tonight. You needed a break, but thank you for the shout out. Okay. Well, go check out last week's. It was pretty cool. And the week before that, no, was it last week? Last week we were on with them, yeah. Go check out what we thought of Disneyland Paris. We were live on their show. Dirty diapers? Yeah. Oh. Anybody want a free dirty diaper? Come to the MGM Studios.
To do something like that.
I don't know where we parked. Anyways, we should wrap this up. Come over here. Come over here. This side. You're on the wrong side, girlie. No, I don't want to. Don't want to cancel. I want to flip it. Where do you flip it? There you flip it. Front. Hello. Welcome in.
It's so nice out.
It is so nice out. That was a great walk. Thank you all for coming along with us. We really appreciate you all hanging out with us, and realize there's a lot of other things and a lot of other people out there, but you chose to spend your time with us. That makes us happy. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Anything else coming up?
Yeah, just lots of videos, lots of vlogs will be coming. I'm going to just keep trying to release them, just to get them out there.
All right, yeah. So, and always, if you guys have any requests, or if you have any, we read everyone's comments.
Circle the Reserve opened up Alligator Alley. We're going to have to check that out.
Yep.
It's been closed for a while.
Seeing that. We're going to be bringing Grandma to Epic on Sunday.
So I'll probably do some videos.
So that'll be fun. We're going to be going to Toledo tomorrow night, so maybe we'll break a video out of that too.
Vlog, yeah.
All right. But yeah, we'll see some of you guys real soon.
I know. I can't wait to see
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
And we got lots of holidays coming up and vacation time coming up. I'm so excited. Woo. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to do your duty.
It's a big duty.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Oh, they just speeded. I was going to say they slowed down the thingy.